So here I am recording in probably my favorite room of the Firefly Preserve house. Because one, it has space to play music, and two, it cleans easy. And I like the windows. I actually was told by a doctor I don't get enough sunlight, and it's like this because I'm Floridian and I'm stuck not in Florida. But just a quick update, and I'll let you look at the, I'm going to try to pronounce it properly this time, the S minor variety O'Keefenochinus. Yeah, O'Keefenochinus. Gosh, I should be able to say that. Well, I tell you about the latest in my adventures. We thought that our time with the squatter breaking in here and hiding was over. No, I should have known better. My dog had been acting on alert, and there's dog body language when the dog is at attention and he's sitting at attention, he's looking around. Something's got him on alert and he's guarding. And I thought, that's unusual behavior. Well, I was in the back working on the comic book. I'm out here cleaning right now because it's warm, but yeah. And I hear the front door open and slam. It was my girlfriend who'd run out to get me some ice cream and stuff because I'm not feeling well, and I was waiting for a COVID test to run. By the way, that came up negative for all of you people who panic over that. And so I didn't want to go into public. And when she got back, I asked her if she'd been here. She said no, and I realized it was that damn squatter again. So I called the police. Maybe he was entering and not exiting. I should have known he was exiting. He always slams the door when he exits. And my door has this very distinct squeak of the hinge right now because I've got to work on it. So there's no mistaking when that door opens and closes because you have to slam it shut and stuff. And the door was locked. So the cops come, 4 cops again, just like the last time I showed cops at my house. And one of them was the same cop that has been handling this house for months now, ever since somebody tried to steal part of my property. Now, our police department ain't that small. And I let him in despite the place, the place is still trashed. I mean, we've worked on it, but there's only so much you can do between the weather and the fact that I have to work and then I had to go out of town for a couple of days. So we've made progress. But if you hadn't been here to see the progress, you probably wouldn't have noticed. Luckily, I filmed it. And I have to put it up still. Probably do that after I get this up. But, and yes, they're like police and they're kind of looking. But they were also stopping to look too long in corners where a man could not hide. And looking at the mess, especially her. Like, she poked her head into my office, but she didn't really go into the office and check the very large closet that's in there because she wanted a glimpse of my office, which I looked at it just now and I'm like, oh my God, it's been trashed. I was so proud of that office when I finished it last year. It's got brand new paint. It's got mold resistant paint. You know, I had all the fixings. You can't keep nothing clean. And some people think I'm dirty. I'm cleaning as hard as I can. It's just I also have to do work, you know. I'm not a house mouse. But anyway, that aside. Maybe they were looking for the squatter, but some of the behavior as someone who grew up under fear of the police. And the fact that our police department ain't that small and yet she's coming to every single call, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And the fact that she's friendly with the biggest problem neighbor, it's a double red flag. Guys, there are reasons why when they started crying defund the police, people went for it because they're tired of living in fear. My house is not condemnable. It's not. It's just, you know, I've got a lot on my hands here to fix, and every time I get something fixed, it gets done. I just got off the phone with my girlfriend yelling at her about it because she had left things just lying about in one of my in one of the rooms, and it was still there when the cops got there. So the fact that that room could have at least looked clean after it took me, honest to God, all day to get it straight when I first got here, that would have been nice. Pro tip, when you're visiting someone's home, don't just put stuff wherever you please and make a mess. It's rude to the people, and you never know when the cops are going to come to the door, and you never know if the cops mean good or ill. And I know it sounds terrible for me to say that, but, you know, I'm not knocking the police here. For the most part, a lot of them have been wonderful, wonderful people. It's just there are red flags, and I grew up under these red flags, and I know they mean trouble. And let's hope that they're not real. But so far, it's looking more and more real, to the point that the next time I hear the squatter, do I dare call for help? Or am I just going to have to learn how to handle it myself, reservation style? I don't want to do that. I'm too kind. Anyway, there will be more videos as time goes by, because I'm cataloging the work. But I'm going to go back to washing dishes.